Excited to break down the real cause of weight gain and then give you 9 surprising solutions to lose weight for good. No more yo-yo dieting, yo-yo weight loss results. These tips, they're practical, they're easy to follow, and if you implement them, you will see results very fast. You can lose up to 20 pounds, I've seen, in 30 days, or you can get rid of the last 10 pounds. So this is a very important video for anybody who is starting their weight loss journey or anybody who has hit a plateau. I'm going to give you the step-by-step directions to break through and finally achieve the results you desire. First and foremost, my name is Ben Azadi. I'm a certified functional health practitioner, best-selling author of 3 books. You can find them all on Amazon. And I'm the founder of Keto Camp. Here at Keto Camp, if you're new, we are on a mission to educate, to inspire 1 billion people on planet Earth. I'm so grateful that you chose this video today. Thank you. Please let me know for all of you on here live on YouTube. I see there's so many people hopping in here. I see Tara, I see a few others. Brenda, Becky, let me know where in the world you're watching from right now. Put it in the comment section. I love reading that. I love to see where you're watching from. I see John in Brooklyn, New York. I'm here in beautiful Miami, Florida. I see MIG in Queens. I see Viking Queen in Missouri. I see Mary in Arizona. Christina in Ontario, Canada. Gary, what's up, Gary? I see Lazy Dragon in Pittsburgh. I see Honey in Florida. Will Block is in California. We have Bogota. We have Columbus, Ohio. Oh my gosh, Mississippi. Awesome. All right, let's talk a little bit first and foremost, and you might have seen this in my previous videos, but I really want you to understand the true cause for weight gain. It's not a calorie surplus. It's not about calories in, calories out. I'm not going to tell you to do that. Here is the real cause of weight gain. And I really hope you're paying attention here, because if you understand this, you will understand why you have hit a plateau or why you're not getting the results you want. And if you understand this, you're going to break through. So let's go back to your biology class, right? You're sitting in high school and you're learning about the human body. Within the human body, we have 70 trillion cells. That's what this little thing right here is. It's a cell. In the body, we have 70 trillion of these cells. Every cell has a lipid bilayer around it. It's a layer of fat. It's made up of protein, saturated fat, and cholesterol. Yes, you are made up of fat. That's why the ketogenic lifestyle is so powerful, because you're literally feeding your body and all 70 trillion cells what it loves, which is fat. In fact, burning fat is our birthright. When we were babies, and if we were breastfed, guess what? We were in ketosis, because breast milk has a lot of saturated fat and cholesterol, and it helps the baby's brain develop, because the brain is 80% fat. The body loves fat. The body is not made up of carbohydrates. Okay, so first and foremost, we don't understand that. So if you're eating a high carbohydrate diet, the ketogenic lifestyle will help you get results. But this video is not necessarily going to be all about keto. It's going to be 9 surprising tips on weight loss outside of keto that you can still apply to keto. So we have this lipid bilayer which protects the cell. We have the DNA, the genes we're born with inside of each cell, this DNA nucleus. Then we have mitochondria, these organelles that create energy, ATP, in the cells that give us life. It helps me breathe, helps me blink my eyes, it helps me move my arms around. This is life. Without mitochondria, we would not exist. Every disease has been linked to poor mitochondrial dysfunction. So we want to make sure we have plenty of mitochondria and they're doing their thing. Some cells that are very metabolically active, like the heart, like the brain, have thousands of these organelles within it. Here's how it works in the body. Our hormones, that's what this says right here. We have over 600 hormones in the human body. Hormones are chemical messengers. Think of that traffic cop down the street at that broken light who's directing traffic, telling those cars to wait, telling these cars to come. That's what your hormones are doing. They're chemical messengers. They're sending signals to your cells. You see these little receptor sites right here? These are integral membrane proteins, IMPs. Think of them as cell receptor sites. Your cell membranes have these attached to them. So they're kind of like cell phone antenna signals. They are receiving signals from your hormones. And we have about 7 or 8 fat-burning hormones that we know of. We have T3, we have testosterone, we have these glucagon, we have these fat-burning hormones that send signals to the cells, and it's picked up by these receptor sites, and it goes into the cells for the cells to burn fat, take food, turn that food into energy, and you feel damn good. We also have the nutrients and the water that we're consuming that go into the cell as well, these same receptor sites, okay? These receptor sites are so important, and they sit on your cell membrane. The cell membrane is where all life begins and ends. Then we have the oxygen that we're breathing going into the cells. And a healthy person who has healthy amounts of inflammation, not too much, not too little, they have a great process of communication. It's like an orchestra that's communicating so brilliantly, and the body is taking food, turning that food into fuel, and then it's eliminating any toxins that are creating, and it's a well-oiled machine. This person is going to be lean, going to be healthy, they're going to live a long, healthy life with high vitality, high energy, they're going to have mental clarity, focus, they are going to feel like a rock star. This is what I call perfect health, which is the name of my first book. Perfect health is just functioning normal. Our Creator designed us to function this way. We were designed to thrive, not to survive. Now the question bears to ask, why am I not getting these results? Why am I not burning fat? Why do I not feel good? Why do I have these symptoms? It all boils down to one word, and I know you've heard this word before, and that word is inflammation. When I say inflammation, I am not referring to a sore shoulder or a sprained ankle, although that is inflammation. I'm referring to cellular inflammation. When you have inflammation around these cell receptor sites, these integral membrane proteins, these IMPs, guess what happens? It creates inflammation around this cell membrane. All of a sudden, your hormones are still sending signals to your cells. All your fat-burning hormones, they're still sending signals. You could be eating the best diet with the best nutrients, taking the best supplements in the world, drinking the best water in the world, doing your breathing exercises. But if that's not getting into the cell, you're not going to get well. And Dr. Pompa, my coach and mentor, said it best. If you want to get well, you got to fix the cell. So when we have cellular inflammation, guess what happens? There's a miscommunication here. That orchestra is not going to function anymore. So what happens are symptoms, okay? I'm going to write symptoms here. And this list of symptoms could go on and on and on. And I want you to just communicate with me here because I know this is a live stream. What are some common symptoms that people experience that you see nowadays? I mean, we have fatigue, we have brain fog. Put it in the chat box. I want to know. I'm going to write them down here. What are some common symptoms? You might be experiencing it or you see with your friends and your family. What are some symptoms? Please put it in the chat box. Yeah, leg cramps. Yep, good job, honey. So leg cramps. What else? Fatigue. What else? Chronic pain. Yeah, Marianne, good job. Chronic pain. Constipation, headaches. Yep, someone put constipation. Headaches. Okay, so this list, good job communicating and participating. I love that. Thank you so much. This list could go on and on and on. Let me ask you this. What about weight gain and weight loss resistance? Is that a symptom? Heck yeah, it is. Weight gain is a symptom. Nobody in the history of this world has a weight problem. When I was obese for the first 24 years of my life, weighing 250 pounds, yes, 80 pounds heavier than you see today, I didn't have a weight problem. You don't have a weight problem. Nobody has a weight problem. I had a weight symptom because the real cause is the hormones and the cell metabolism. Therefore, like Dr. Berg says, and he got it right, we don't lose weight to get healthy, we get healthy to lose weight. And when you get healthy and you focus on health first, a side effect of reducing cellular inflammation, all of a sudden the weight comes off as a side effect the headaches go away, the constipation gets better, the chronic pain is no more, the fatigue is no more, and your leg cramps are better, and whatever symptom you're dealing with goes away by default. I hope that makes sense to you, because now I'm going to share with you my 9 surprising ways to lose weight, but they're all focusing on reducing cellular inflammation. That's what this video is about. I'm going to give you 9 tips here on reducing cellular inflammation, and as you do so, all of a sudden, this process works more efficiently and your symptoms go away as a side effect. If that made sense, please smash the thumbs up button here on YouTube. It really helps the algorithm for YouTube to show this to more people. This is where a lot of programs and nutritionists and doctors and a lot of people out there in the health space, they get it wrong because they're teaching the lose weight to get healthy model when that's not the way it goes. That's why counting calories fails 99.99% of the time. Look at The Biggest Loser TV show. Have you ever seen that show from a few years ago? They had these morbidly obese contestants who went on this extreme weight loss protocol for months. They exercised their butt off, they ate less, so they cut their calories and moved more, and they all had amazing transformations, right? And then what happened when the TV show ended? They all gained the weight back. This is why there has never been a Biggest Loser reunion show, because they all gained the weight back. In fact, they signed clauses that say they can't even talk about this in public. Counting calories is a huge distraction to what matters. So if you have a coach, if you have somebody who's teaching you about health and weight loss and they're focusing on your calories, that's a red flag that we want to run away fast, because I do think calories matter, they do. But they're not important. They're a distraction. The human body is not a calculator. The human body is not a math equation. The human body is a complex chemistry lab that I just showed you right now. So just saying to somebody, cut your calories, exercise more, that's a huge disservice to the person. It's like going up to a workshop that's teaching people how to get wealthy. And Bill Gates, one of the richest men in the world, is teaching this workshop. And one of the contestants in the audience raises their hand and says, Bill Gates, could you just let us know, how are you so rich? And Bill Gates thinks about it and he says, I'm rich because I spend less than I earn. He would be laughed at, right? It's the same thing when you tell people to eat less and move more. It's not enough data. Okay, hope that helps so far. Please hit the thumbs up button. Let's now get into the 9 ways to lose weight and keep it off for good. Number 1, hope you're taking notes here. Cold exposure. When you are exposed to cold temperatures, I'm going to give you some tips on how to do it. The body, when it's shivering like that, guess what happens? It activates something called brown adipose tissue. It is brown because it is very mitochondrial dense, right? So it is very metabolically active. It could burn 3 to 5 times more calories in the body. Yes, this is a point where we do want to burn more calories. When you activate the brown fat, brown adipose tissue, BAT, call it BAT, it's gonna seek out white fat, which is the fat around your belly, your love handles, your hips, that excess fat around your organs that we don't like. Brown fat looks for white fat, converts it brown, and it helps you burn more calories. So here are some ways to activate brown fat. You could take a cold shower, like a 3-minute cold shower or a hot-cold contrast. Let the water hit the back of your neck, your heart. You might shiver and you feel like your heart's coming out of your chest, but just take those deep breaths, get through it, and the body starts to think, oh, we are going through a time where there is cold, frigid temperatures, the ice age. So what it will do, it'll actually look for mitochondria that are not functioning well, cells that are not functioning well, these senescent and zombie cells, and your body will use that for energy. It'll crush that. It creates adaptation. And then the good cells get stronger in your body. The bad cells don't adapt. So those cells that are inflamed, your body will use that for fuel and get rid of them via apoptosis. And the cells that are healthy, your body will build and create new, healthier cells. It'll clean them out and it'll create a stem cell for any cell that is destroyed. And you'll get more of this communication. So a cold shower will do it. Cold plunging will do it. Cold plunging will do it. So if you go into an ice bath or a cold body of water, you can also put an ice pack behind your head. Sometimes I have my clients do this when you're watching TV at night. For 20 minutes every single night, put an ice pack right on your shoulder blade, back of your neck. You get a lot of this brown fat to be activated when you do so. So that's the first surprising tip, cold exposure. Shower, cold plunge, ice pack, back of your neck and shoulder blade. You'll activate brown fat and you'll burn some more fat. Number 2, high intensity interval training. I know you're thinking, oh yeah, duh, Ben, we know that helps burn fat. But you want to do it in a fasted state with an empty stomach. Because when you go into a workout with an empty stomach, what's going to happen is you are putting your fat stores at the front of that metabolic bus. And Dr. Benjamin Bickman spoke about this when I interviewed him on the Keto Camp podcast. When you eat a meal before a workout, all of a sudden you are going to burn that meal instead of your body fat during that workout. So you're putting that food at the front of this metabolic bus and you're working out and your body is going to burn whatever's at the front of that metabolic bus. So it'll burn that food that you just ate. But if you go into it fasted, it's not going to have that food to burn. So all of a sudden you're putting your body fat, your fat stores at the front of that metabolic bus and your body will burn that and use it for fuel. Not to mention, also your body's going to ramp up human growth hormone when you work out in a fasted state, and you're going to get more of that autophagy, which is cellular repair, cellular cleanup. So there's so many benefits to a fasted workout. Do that 3 to 4 times per week. High intensity interval training where you're doing something like a Tabata, like an 8-minute Tabata, which is 20 seconds all out effort, 10-second rest. You can do some great movements like burpees, squats, bench press, push-ups, lunges. Focus on compound movements that recruit several muscle fibers and they recruit multiple joints at the same time, and avoid the leg extensions and the curls and the isolated movements. That's not going to give you the biggest bang for your buck. So that's the second tip for you. Fasted workouts. Put your body fat at the front of that metabolic bus. Hey, I want to know so far, has this been helpful on YouTube? Please smash the thumbs up button and let me know if this has been helpful. When you hit the thumbs up button on YouTube, it really helps this video get shown to more people. And I see on Facebook as well. Laura, good to see you on here, Laura. So that's the second tip. Number 3 is going to be at the end of your workouts. Here's a cool little hack for you. When you're done with your strength training workout or your high intensity workout, complete a 30 to 45 minute walk. Because when you're working out, when you're lifting weights, when you're doing high intensity workouts, your body's dumping fat into the bloodstream. So you're releasing fat. But when you go for a walk at the end of your workouts, you burn that fat. So long walks are so underrated. Add a long walk at the end of your workouts for 30 to 45 minutes, and you're going to see your body fat start to decrease and decrease and decrease. Look, you don't have to work out every single day. I don't recommend that. 3 to 4 times a week, bring in the intensity, add a long walk at the end of it. That's where your body will actually burn that fat. So that's the third tip for you. Might be surprising because how is walking going to help you burn fat? But if you do it the right way after a workout, at the end of your workout, that's how you burn that fat. The fourth tip is drink some green tea. High quality organic green tea. Because green tea has a compound in it called catechins. Catechins have been shown to actually target belly fat. That's right. So here's a little bonus tip for you. Have green tea on an empty stomach, go work out. When you do that, not only are you going to get that human growth hormone increase, not only are you putting your body fat at the front of that metabolic bus, but that green tea, the catechins, will help target specifically the belly fat. So my favorite green tea is from Peak, P-I-Q-U-E. If you go to peaktea.com and you use Azadi 10 at checkout, you'll get 10% off. I will also put a link down below. I also like Yogi, makes a good green tea. Any kind of organic, high quality brand will do. I'm just sharing with you the one that I use. But green tea before a workout or just on an empty stomach will help target belly fat because of the catechins. So add in the green tea, not to mention it's high in antioxidants. I also like matcha green tea, by the way. The fifth tip, this is a lot of fun. We got more to go. By the way, I'm gonna reveal 9 tips for you and then I have 2 bonus tips. So we're gonna be here for a little bit longer. I got a lot of information to share with you today. I've been prepping for this and studying for this and making sure I give you the exact value that you want to hear to make a big difference in your life. Number 5, this is probably the biggest fat loss secret that not a lot of people are talking about. That's going to be sleep. Okay? Sleep is when most of your fat burning hormones are activated during stage 4 delta sleep. So if you're actually waking up early to go and do CrossFit, do a boxing workout. If you're waking up early and you're sacrificing sleep to work out, you're doing it wrong. You are absolutely doing it wrong, because you lose weight, burn fat, build muscle during sleep. You recover, you repair. The brain also shrinks in size up to 60%, flushes out toxins during sleep. So we want to make sure we're getting at least 7 hours of quality sleep every single night. Look, I wrote a book called The Power of Sleep, 5 chapters teaching you exactly what you need to know to master sleep. You could get that over on Amazon. Just type in The Power of Sleep, but I'll give you some tips right now. Make sure your bedroom is cold and dark. When it comes to temperature, studies show 62 to 67 degrees Fahrenheit is the ideal temperature for deep stage 4 fat burning delta sleep. So bundle up and make your room cold. We also want a dark bedroom, because anytime you have light in your bedroom from your alarm clock or from the window or the street light, that light hits your eyes, hits your skin, activates cortisol, and cortisol has an inverted relationship with melatonin. We don't want that. We want melatonin up, cortisol down at night. Melatonin is not just an antioxidant, it's a hormone, it's cancer preventative, helps you get good, deep sleep. So eliminate nighttime light. Have a routine where it's going to help you wind down. You can have some chamomile tea. Take a warm to hot shower about an hour before your intended bedtime. That'll help the body cool down as well. And then you could also have one of my favorite tips, banana tea. Okay, banana tea, I learned this from Dr. Michael Bruce, who I'm releasing a podcast with him soon, an interview with him soon. Banana tea. How many of you have heard of banana tea? Put a banana emoji in the chat box here if you've ever heard of me mention banana tea. Put a banana emoji. I want to know who has heard of this amazing hack I'm going to share with you. It's nature's NyQuil, banana tea is. So how you make it? Banana tea is, you want to grab a whole banana, organic preferably. You want to leave the peel on that banana. You're going to cut off the ends of that banana and wash that, leaving the peel on. Put that banana into a pot of water and let it boil until the peel turns brown. So about 5 minutes or so. Marianne, Gretchen, awesome. Let it boil for 5 minutes or so. Let the peel turn brown. What's going to happen is the peel of that banana has more micronutrients, potassium, magnesium, than the actual banana itself. And that seeps into the water. Then you just pour that water into a cup. You discard the banana or put it in the freezer. Have it at a different time. It's not very keto. But you drink that banana tea, that water. It will calm you down. It's like nature's NyQuil. And it's not that expensive. So go ahead and try banana tea. Take a warm to hot shower an hour before bed. Keep your bedroom cold and dark. That'll help you master your sleep. And if you want to learn more sleep tips, go to Amazon and get my book, The Power of Sleep. By the way, I also put a kit together, a sleep kit, where I recommend my favorite supplements, my eye mask, mouth taping, other things that I do and recommend. If you head over to ketocampkit.com, remember that's camp with the K, ketocampkit.com, you could go ahead and see that kit, my sleep kit. So that was the 5th tip. Number 6, this is going to surprise you, EMFs, electromagnetic fields. We want to limit our EMF exposure. So what is that? What exactly are EMFs? Well, the Wi-Fi router you have by your bed, that's going to be destructive to you and cause you not to get good deep sleep. So a tip right there, turn off your router at night. You're not going to be using your internet, turn it off, keep it out of your bedroom. Also, I recently posted a video about this. It's a little controversial, but Apple AirPods. How many of you have Apple AirPods or some sort of wireless Bluetooth headset? I did. I have Apple AirPods until I found out what it's doing. It turns out, scientists know this. When you use an EMF meter to detect the frequency and the dangers of these electromagnetic fields, anything that registers 0.5 or above on this meter creates cellular inflammation. So Dr. Pompa, my coach and mentor, actually tested this out on a Facebook Live where his son's friend had Apple AirPods. And they said, hey, let's test out to see what it's registering on this EMF meter. And he had music playing. They tested it out. It went up to 8, 9, and 10. He had a phone call and went even higher. That means it is blasting radiation, EMFs, into his brain. If you're using AirPods, if you're using a Bluetooth headset, you are blasting radiation, EMFs into your brain, causing inflammation, it can lead to cancer. Yes, it can lead to that. So we want to make sure we are using hard-wired headsets. We're using wired headsets. We're staying away from these Bluetooth headsets. I'm telling you, it makes a big difference for inflammation. So the wired Apple headsets are fine. Any kind of wired headsets are a lot better. Something else is going to be putting your phone in your pocket without it being on airplane mode will create inflammation. So whenever you have your phone in your pocket, put it on airplane mode. That'll go a long way. When you're talking on the phone, don't put it to your head. Put it on speakerphone. Because what causes the inflammation is the distance, so the closer it is, and the time spent there. I just interviewed Logan Sneed. I don't know if you know who Logan Sneed is, but he had, was it stage 3 brain cancer? And he used keto and other tactics to help reverse that. But I asked him, were you using like your phone to your head all the time in these wireless headsets? And he said every single night he would talk to his girlfriend and put his phone to his head, and he developed stage 3 brain cancer. All right, this is happening often. So what we want to do here, what we teach at Keto Camp, is to be proactive, not reactive. It's to be what Albert Einstein called a genius, because geniuses, I should say this, because intellectuals solve problems, but geniuses prevent them. So I want all of you to be a genius here. Let's limit our hits, okay? We're not going to be able to get away from Wi-Fi and EMFs. Look, I'm all for technology. I'm live streaming right now to so many different countries all across the world. I'm not some Luddite. I love this stuff, but we got to take less hits. Okay, if you look at all the athletes out there, the amazing professional world-class athletes, we have Dwayne Wade, we have Tom Brady, we have the late and great Kobe Bryant. What do they all have in common? Towards the end of their career, they took less hits to preserve their lifespan, their shelf space. We want to take less hits so we can live longer. So yeah, there is an effect. There is some EMFs in a Bluetooth in a car. You might want to use a meter to check, but with that being said, I do use Bluetooth in my car, but I don't drive that much. I think it's worse though when you have it right into your ears, because that's contact right there. All right, let's continue. That was number 6. Please, please, please hit that thumbs up button here on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram. Smash the thumbs up button. It really helps this show to more people. You never know who could get this information. It could save their life. We have over 100 people here on YouTube. So please hit the thumbs up button. If you're on your phone, you got to close the chat box, hit the thumbs up button, come back in. All right, number 7 tip for losing weight, reducing inflammation. It's going to be grounding, vitamin G. That simply means putting your bare feet on grass, on dirt, on the beach. When you ground like that, it's going to help remove some of this electromagnetic frequency field buildup. It's going to help your body reduce inflammation. It's going to help thin your blood. All good things for reducing cellular inflammation. So practice the habits of walking barefoot on grass every single day, or even better, on the beach if you live by the ocean like I do. Grounding is a powerful way to reduce stress, to help your adrenals, to reduce inflammation. I know it sounds woo-woo to a lot of people, but go listen to my video, or go watch my video interview with Clint Ober here on the YouTube channel, where he got into the science of grounding. There's also a great documentary called Earthing. And you could also watch my video on 5 amazing benefits of grounding. But if you got into the habit of grounding every single day, morning, night, as often as possible, take off your shoes, you'll get some anti-inflammation benefits. That is the 7th tip. I got 2 more, and then I got a bonus. Number 8 for you is before a large meal. So if you know you're going to feast it up, you got a birthday event, you got a wedding, you know you're going to eat a high carbohydrate meal. Do this first. Knock out 50 squats. Also before you drink alcohol, knock out 50 squats. Because when you knock out 50 squats before that feast meal, you activate something called the GLUT4 transporter. Okay? That is awesome. We love the GLUT4 transporter because what it does, it takes that blood sugar from spiking so high from that meal, from the alcohol, and it packs that blood sugar into your muscle cells, into your liver cells, and it helps you use that for fuel instead of storing it as fat. So that's a little hack for you. Knock out 50 squats before a large meal or before drinking alcohol, and you'll activate that GLUT4 transporter. That is your tip number 8. And if you are somebody who says you can't squat because of your knees, you could always just sit down to a chair and stand up 50 times. That'll work as well. Get the heart rate up, that's the goal, and then have your feast meal. Number 9 here, the last tip, and then I have 2 bonus tips. After you finish a feast meal, after you finish drinking, go for a 10-minute walk, or a 20-minute walk, or a 30-minute walk, but at least 10 minutes. A study showed a 22% decrease in blood sugar spikes just by going for a 10-minute walk after eating a large carbohydrate-rich meal. If you want to live longer, if you want to burn fat, it's about regulating your glucose, regulating your insulin. And just by going for a walk after you eat something that's unhealthy or drinking alcohol will help you do that. It'll help be damage control, right? So that's your number 9 tip right there. I have my bonus tips I'm going to share with you right now. I want to let you know this before I reveal my bonus tip. I'm doing a free webinar all about 4 ways to master keto and fasting. So I've done this webinar a couple weeks ago. It was a big hit. I'm doing it again. So if you didn't have a chance to join that webinar, go to the link down below of this YouTube video or go to www.benazadiwebinar.com. I'm only taking 500 people. It's free, and you get over $200 worth in free gifts. benazadiwebinar.com. It's taking place next Friday, which I believe is March 13th at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. So I'd love to see you on that webinar. First come, first serve. Once we hit 500 people registered, it's going to be capped out, and you could register for the next one. All right, bonus tips. This has been fun. This is a very important tip. Master stress by practicing love and gratitude. Love and gratitude are 2 of the biggest healers that we have in this world. Dr. Will Cole said it best. You cannot heal a body you hate. When you have negative thoughts, when you have resentment, when you're thinking bad things, and I've been there. Bruce Lipton, Dr. Bruce Lipton, who's a brilliant cell biologist, he has shown bad thoughts, just negative thoughts, create inflammation around these cell receptor sites, causing your hormones not to get in, your fat-burning hormones, leading to weight gain. Yes, your negative thoughts can lead to weight gain. Yes, your negative thoughts will increase cortisol, which is your stress hormone. Whenever cortisol is up, glucose and insulin follow. And insulin is the one and only fat storage hormone that we have. It is the bully of the block. So when we call insulin out, your fat-burning hormones, they're scattering, they're gone. And you activate insulin by being stressed out with your negative thoughts. I'm somebody who used to be depressed. I'm somebody who is suicidal. I'm somebody who was on the internet looking for ways to kill myself. Okay, this is who I was back in 2008 when I weighed 250 pounds. I was physically obese. I was mentally obese, and I wanted to give up on life. And what stopped me was thinking about my mother, thinking about what I would leave for her. And I went from that dark, ugly space to what I'm doing now, where I'm lit up and I'm so grateful, and I love myself, and I love you, and I love the world, and I love the work that I do every single day. I am so inspired. So if you're going through something difficult right now, I empathize with you, and I send you my heart, I send you a hug right here, and I want to let you know there will be better days. And it starts with self-love. You love yourself first. So what I did was I looked in the mirror every single day, and I told myself, thank you, I love you. It's weird at first, but I did it over and over and over. And I would walk around, and I still do this to this day, and I say, I love myself, I love myself. I'm reprogramming my subconscious mind, because I used to hate myself. I used to hate my big nose. I used to hate my fat stomach. I used to think I was too tall and I was awkward, and I used to have social anxiety. I had so much hate. I don't have any of that now. All I have is love and gratitude. So love and gratitude has changed my life. Every single morning I'm writing down 10 things I'm grateful for. Every single night I'm writing down 10 things that happened today that I'm grateful for. So please know that when you're going through tough times, there are better days. And we love you. I love you. And when you could get into the habit of practicing love and gratitude, your body will heal. It's 2 of the most powerful healing strategies that we have. You could be doing keto, fasting, sleep, everything perfectly, but when you're stressed out and you're hateful, you cannot heal. And I see all the love. Thank you all so much for all that love. I didn't plan on sharing that, but I felt it at my heart, so I wanted to share that. So that's your bonus tip. I have one more bonus tip, and then we're gonna wrap this up. If this has been helpful for you, please hit the thumbs up button on YouTube. The final tip is to avoid specific foods that create inflammation in the body. These are suspicious foods, they're hidden foods that a lot of people have a sensitivity to and they don't realize it. I talked about this last week. I have the list here for you. Remove these foods for 30 days. Let me see if Instagram could see this. Here you go, Instagram. Remove this, take a screenshot, write this down, remove these for 30 days and watch what it does to your inflammation. Spinach and almonds, I know, they're keto friendly. What the heck, Ben? What are you doing? 30 days because they're higher in oxalates. Oxalates can be an issue and create inflammation. So just for 30 days, eliminate spinach and almonds. Instead of spinach, have arugula, have some bok choy, have some dandelion greens. Those are much better. And instead of almonds, you could have some macadamia nuts, some walnuts, some pecans, some pili nuts, much better option for you. And then legumes, including peanuts. So if you're having peanut butter on your keto lifestyle, a lot of people have a sensitivity to it. This crushes me because I love peanut butter. I can go through jar after jar after jar, but I don't do well with it and most people don't as well. So I would say peanuts and also chickpeas. So hummus, that's included into that. Corn and soy, we know it's GMO, it's toxic. Potato starch, you gotta look out for ingredients, especially in some keto-friendly ingredients, they have potato starch. No good. Burned and blackened meat. So if you're eating your protein, your steak, your whatever it is, and you're eating it barbecued, charred, that's not going to be good. It creates advanced glycation end products. What's the acronym of that? Advanced glycation end products. AGES. Very accurate acronym because it is aging you faster. So we don't want to eat charcoaled, burned, blackened, barbecued meat. That's not good. That creates problems and inflammation in the body. So we want to make sure we are eating medium, rare, high quality meat if you can afford it. And then nightshades. Nightshades, if you follow Dr. Stephen Gundry's work or Dr. Paul Saladino, you know that nightshades like goji berries, eggplants, tomatoes, and there's a whole list you could Google, create inflammation in a lot of people. It helps, it destroys the gut in a lot of people. So I would avoid this for 30 days. You're gonna notice, as you follow these steps that I just shared with you, your body will just start reducing inflammation. You're gonna have more energy. Fat loss will come naturally. You're gonna sleep better. Your skin's gonna clear up. You're just going to look and feel like a rock star. We were designed to live that way. We're not designed for disease. We're not designed to just get by and struggle and have symptoms. So I really hope this has been a helpful video for you. I put a lot of time, I put a lot of energy, a lot of studying into making sure I got this out to you and I wanted to make sure it landed. My webinar, I see some of you asking, is going to be next Friday, March 13th at 12 p.m. Eastern time. It's free, but I'm only letting 500 people in because that's my capacity for Zoom. So if you go to benazadiwebinar.com, it is Mastering Keto, 4 ways to master keto. Go to benazadiwebinar.com. I just finished up a webinar, right, last week, and I had a special deal for the people who attended, which was 50% off my Keto Camp Academy, where I coach you through every single month. I coach you. It's a monthly membership. I give you 2 group coaching calls. I answer all your questions, and I have all these videos, 150 videos you can't find anywhere else, structured for you. There's about 2 hours left on that deal. If you want to get in on that and you're watching this on time, then head over to kkAspecial.com, and if you use the coupon code KETO50, you'll get grandfathered in at 50% off, and you could cancel anytime if you don't think it's the best program in the world. You'll cancel it with one button, and I'll refund your money with no questions asked. So that's kkAspecial.com. Use keto50 at checkout. I hope to see you in the academy. It's so much fun in there. But if not, we'll see you on the webinar, benazadiwebinar.com. Judy, thank you so much for the kind words. I love you all. You're all amazing. I appreciate the kind words. Hey, Lynn. Lynn's a super camper. I just started doing a 24-hour fast every Monday. Congrats. No problem. It's been raising my beta hydroxybutyrate ketones quite a bit. It's 2.5. No problem. Thanks for all the guidance. Oh, that's so great, Lynn. So great. Yeah, honey, that's actually a good point. I would actually throw in dairy here. Yeah, I'm going to include that because I think dairy should also, pasteurized dairy. I think raw grass-fed dairy is fine, but I'm adding dairy and My handwriting is terrible, but that says dairy. I'll throw that into the mix for 30 days, remove dairy, and you'll get a decrease in inflammation. Because a lot of people do get inflamed by dairy. I know, I'm sorry, it's just for 30 days. Just for 30 days and watch what it does to the body. Let me reverse this Instagram. Hey Janine, thank you. Janine, you're always speaking some great words to me and I always appreciate that. All right, I'm gonna answer a couple questions here and then I'm gonna sign off and get in a fasted workout. This has been a lot of fun. Valentina, thanks for always sharing. Brenda, I appreciate you as well. Lauren, good to have you on here. Brian, thank you. I'm glad this was helpful. Jackie, good to see you on here. Okay. Hey, Zippor. I love it. Zippor is in my Keto Camp Academy. How do I lose 30 pounds in 30 days? It starts with this. Instead of thinking, how do I lose weight? How do I lose weight? How do I lose weight? Think, how do I reduce inflammation? How do I reduce inflammation? How do I reduce inflammation? I think 30 pounds in 30 days is a little bit excessive. And I could teach you how to do it, but the way I would teach you how to do that would not be healthy. So I don't want to teach you how to lose 30 pounds in 30 days and all of a sudden it comes back in a few months. The body will lose the way it wants to lose the weight in a natural way that's going to stay off. As long as you focus on reducing inflammation. So the answer is to follow every single step, or at least most of the steps I just outlined for you, and your body will reduce inflammation. A side effect will be your weight will come off and it'll stay off. That's the difference here. What I teach is not quick weight loss fix. I used to have a company called Shred Fat. That was my first company, Shred Fat. And about a year and a half ago, we rebranded to Keto Camp because we now focus on health, not shredding fat. Shredding fat is a byproduct of getting healthy. Okay, so I'm so for getting healthy, reducing inflammation. I'm against focusing on weight loss. That's the way I teach it in the Keto Camp Academy. I can show you exactly how to do it. Can swimming lower insulin after eating? Yes, Aiden, but swimming after eating might cause your stomach to feel funny. You know, they say wait a little bit after swimming to eat, but it can help. Yes, do it before maybe. I hit a plateau. We love you. Reen, I love you too. Amanda, I just finished my third 24-hour fast in 3 days. Congratulations. Jumped on the third pillar, as been on keto 17 months. Love it. I love that, Amanda. So grateful for you. I love that. I only get 3 to 4 hours of sleep. However, since I got a privacy pop bed tent, I sleep way deeper. Best investment. Oh, cool. We're trying to get more hours, but I like that. I love that. I like that you're doing deeper sleep. How do I contact you, please? I'm new, but I need you in my life. You could send me an email at ben@ketocamp.com for inquiries, but if you want to get health coaching from me in a group setting, I do have a deal of 50% off my online program, Keto Camp Academy, over at kkaspecial.com. What can help with rosacea? Rosacea is autoimmune, Aiden, so fixing the gut. In my academy, I do have a 30-day leaky gut protocol. So if you follow that, you should see some benefits. Short-term carnivore diet can help with rosacea, but it's all about fixing that gut. That'll help with rosacea and all autoimmune. How about the Daniel fast? I don't know what the Daniel fast is. What is the Daniel fast? Is that like a fruit fast, a juice fast? I have to admit, I don't know what the heck I'm doing. Well, I'd love to help you. You could hop into my academy, which is a monthly membership if you got to pay for. But if you don't want to pay for it, if it's not in your budget, then go into my free keto webinar, benazadiwebinar.com. You know what I didn't put on here is vegetable oils. I'm just thinking about it right now. But I would avoid vegetable oils as well. I should have put it on there. There's no space, but vegetable oils is also something I would avoid for 30 days. Daniel fast is a fruit and vegetable fast. Yeah, I think there's some benefits to it. You're not gonna get as much autophagy from that as if you did a water fast. Water fast will get the most benefits, but you gotta really know, you gotta develop that muscle before you go into a water fast, and I could teach you how to do that. How much do I pay monthly and how do I join? Well, it's 39 bucks a month, cancel anytime, but right now it's 50% off, so it'll be $19.50 a month. Yeah, less than $1 a day. You can join by going to kkAspecial.com. Whole grains are not healthy. What's his name? Dr. William Davis, who wrote Wheat Belly, showed a study in his book that showed 2 slices of whole grain wheat bread spike glucose as much as a 12-ounce can of soda or a Snickers bar. Not good. So whole grain is not healthy. It's just a marketing ploy to trick us, but it's not healthy. It's crazy. I noticed about a week ago I have no hair on my arms being on keto. Oh, that's an interesting thing. Yeah, I also have several, thank you, Laura. I have several podcasts. If you listen to podcasts, go listen to the Keto Camp podcast. We release 3 brand new episodes every single week. Fantastic. Next week, I'm releasing an episode with Dr. Pampa, an episode with Dr. Ken Berry, which is fantastic. Both those interviews, I can't wait to release that to you. Do you all know who Dr. Ken Berry is and Dr. Pampa is? I'm curious. I had difficulty getting into deep sleep. I sleep light. Any recommendations? Yeah. Mouth taping. Somnifix has a good mouth tape. When you cover your mouth, it forces you to breathe through your nose, which helps activate your parasympathetic nervous system, which will help you get deeper sleep. So Nick, go to ketocampkit.com and see my sleep kit. I have supplements. I have the mouth taping thing there. I have all the things that I use and recommend. If you follow that, you'll get better sleep. You can also get my book, The Power of Sleep. So go to ketocampkit.com to see exactly what I use. What kind of bread is healthy? I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that out. Yes, love Dr. Ken Berry. I do too. You know, you could have a gluten-free bread on your flex days. I teach that. As long as the gluten-free bread does not have vegetable oils in it and it's organic, I think that's fine. Keto Camp is a place for changing life. Lots of motivation. Thank you, Ben. Sephora, thank you. I'm so grateful for you. Sephora has an amazing story. You know, she was able to get her monthly period back, lose so much weight, and now she's exercising. She feels so much better, and she's in the Keto Camp Academy. I love it. Mouth taping, stop snoring and grinding your teeth while you sleep. Yeah, it has a lot of benefits, Lynn. Keto Camp Academy is fantastic and fun to learn through. We've become a family. Yeah, we have, Steve. It was good seeing you on last night's coaching call. By the way, when you are a member of the Keto Camp Academy, you get 2 monthly group coaching calls with me and all the other members on Zoom. We get to see each other's face. We had a great call last night. The next call is next Saturday. We do 2 per month, so you also get that as well. What about sprouted bread on occasion? If you don't have insulin resistance and you're doing a flex day and there's no vegetable oils in that sprouted bread, it should be fine. If your gut could digest it, I think it should be fine. We have some super campers in the house. Lynn, Tara, I love it. What causes teeth grinding? I don't know. I think Dave Asprey has a good podcast on TMJ. But that's not my expertise, so I don't know. I haven't really studied it too much. Go look up Dave Asprey, Bulletproof, and TMJ, and he'll have some answers for you. I don't have the answer. Get Dr. Boz on my podcast. Yeah, I'd love to. I actually haven't reached out to her yet. Comment on Dr. Boz's post if you watch it and say get on Keto Camp podcast. I'm gonna send her an email. We'll get her on. She's fun. I do this live chat. Hey Lisa, good to see you on here. I do this live chat here on YouTube every Wednesday at 12 p.m. Eastern time, but I do a coaching live stream, then I answer some questions at the end. So yes, I do. You're welcome, Nick. I'm glad I could help. Okay, Ben, does headphone with a cord but also have a Bluetooth option is harmful to use? The cord is not as bad, it's the Bluetooth. So just turn off Bluetooth. You could disable Bluetooth. That's the bad part, especially when it's right into your ear. Hey Eve, Evelyn, good to see you on here. Evelyn's in my Keto Camp Academy. She's rocking it. You are beautiful inside out. Thank you, Rachel. I appreciate that. Thank you. My granddaughter wakes a lot during the night. She's 5. What can help with that? Is she waking up to pee? Staying away from drinking too much before bed? Maybe having some chamomile tea before bed can help your granddaughter stay asleep. Love you too. Thank you. All right, I'm gonna sign off here. I'm gonna just remind you. if you want to be in my webinar, go to benazadiwebinar.com. benazadiwebinar.com. It's a free webinar I'm doing next week. I'm going to be doing these often, so if you missed the last one, benazadiwebinar.com. If you want to get into the academy, kkaspecial.com. Gary, thank you. Please hit the thumbs up button. I'm out of here. I'm going to go get in a fasted workout. Share this video with a friend. Share it with somebody you know who could benefit from it. I am so grateful you spent part of your day with me out of all the things you could be doing out there. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for joining from all different parts of the world. I just love hearing where you're watching from. I hope you enjoyed this live stream. I hope you got a lot from it. Share it with a friend and hit the thumbs up button here on YouTube. And I will chat with you all very soon. All right. Thank you.